Hey guys, it's me Dave. It is, what is it, 5/7/2022, so it's Saturday night. I'm sitting here having a drink. It's been a long day. I went down to Minneapolis today for a dog event. It was not my cup of tea, but I did it for my relative, Um, it was for a Shetland sheepdog rescue, trying to raise money, like a fundraiser and stuff. And people brought their dogs down there and stuff. And we brought one of our dogs down there. When it comes to targeting, they were kind of hit my heart all day today. They were giving me gas. you know, they like to do this stuff and they think it's funny. You guys, they think it's funny. They will do all kinds of things, especially if you get away for the day. They will make it miserable for you somehow. They were doing remote neural monitoring. The only thing is the last time I went to a dog event in Minneapolis was they had a lot of those people involved. They were knocking things over. They were putting dots and knocking things over and all this stuff. And today, it didn't seem like anybody was involved. It didn't seem like anybody was a perp. I was kind of a little suspicious of this couple that showed up. They didn't have a dog or anything, and they were kind of, suspicious. But they really didn't perp me. I didn't get perped. We stopped. I am north. About 2.5 hours from Minneapolis and St. Paul, 2.5 hours north. So it's a 2.5 hour drive down there. So we had to gas up about halfway. We gassed up, and I drove. I hate driving through the cities. People drive like crazy, And then, okay, so we're going down there. And I see, people are driving like 80, 85 miles an hour through the cities. And this lady is doing like 40 miles an hour on the freeway. And people are going like 80. Crazy. And you have to, when you're driving through the cities, you have to go fast to keep up with traffic. So you kind of have to drive fast. So, because it's 3 or 4 lanes, when you get down by the cities. So, this lady's doing like 40, and I see all these cars slam on their brakes. This one truck even went into the other lane because he couldn't stop fast enough. I'm like, this lady is going to get rear-ended and hurt. So I hurry up, and I had to slow down, and then I'm worried about somebody running into the back of me. So I had to go in the other lane and pass her, and then I don't know if this other car was with her or what in front of her, but they were going super slow too, like 45 miles an hour on the freeway, where people are doing like 80. So I had to hurry up and get by that guy, and then, you have to drive fast down there to keep up with traffic, and then we went a little further, and 5 miles or whatever, and we got our turnoff on the exit ramp, and it was just crazy. People drive really fast down there, and you have to drive fast too. And we're in a full size Silverado, 4-door truck, so it's not like a little car or anything like that. It's a big truck, but you have to be alert and really drive through there. What they do is they remote neural monitor me even if I'm driving, you guys. It doesn't really affect my driving. I'm alert, I'm awake, I'm trying to stay awake. They make you so tired all the time, but I'm alert, drinking coffee, and all this stuff. And you have to keep up with traffic, otherwise whatever can happen. So, oh, excuse me. it's pretty crazy when you get into the cities, and we got in St. Paul and Minneapolis right next to each other. So it's you have to uh, you have to be alert and drive, and you have to drive fast when you're down there. Some people are doing 80, 85 miles an hour. I kept it at 70. The speed limit was 60. I'm doing 60. Well, if I did 60, people are passing me like crazy. It's unbelievable. I don't like driving down there anymore. I used to be able to do it no problem, but I don't like going through the cities anymore. It's just too stressful. So they were hitting me. They were hitting my heart today. Um, they were kind of hitting my internal organs a little bit. They were giving me gas, and stuff. And that's kind of the way it went. And I'm always getting remote monitoring, even when I'm driving and all this stuff. Sometimes they'll do some bad things when you're driving and stuff, but you have to stay focused and try to fight it. Try to fight it. So we got down there, and it started at like 11:30, and it went till 3. It wasn't my cup of tea. I went in the truck a couple times and hung out in the truck. It just, it just, I didn't have a dog with me or anything, and it was just, they had dog games and all this stuff. I was just kind of like standing there or sitting there, and they served lunch, but the lunchroom was totally packed. I mean, there wasn't any place to sit or anything. It was kind of I was just waiting to get out of there. They did a little parade with the dogs and stuff, and I tried getting video of it, and I tried to get video of it, and there's this family that is they go right in front of my phone, right in front of the camera, and all this stuff. So I couldn't get good video of it and stuff. And then on the way back, I didn't get perped down there. It was all right. It was just boring, and I was just trying to kill some time sitting in the truck. And so we were on our way back, and we stopped halfway to get gas and to get supper. And they did have some perps there. They had 1 or 2 perps there. It wasn't like 10 perps. It wasn't like 5 perps. They make it believe like there's more perps than there actually is. So we had one guy parked over here honking, or hitting his panic, or not his panic, but hitting his, where you lock it and the horn goes off. And then the guy next to me, when I was pumping gas, they put a thought in my head and he slammed his door. That's what they do in my program. That was it. It wasn't a big, huge deal. We went to Hardee's and got supper. Went through the drive-through. The kid didn't, he was very polite, very nice. Have a nice day. And I'm like, you too. And he wasn't perping me or anything. So they really didn't perp me, and they didn't hit me that hard, but they do a little bit of remote monitoring and stuff all the time. But it wasn't that bad. But they were hitting my heart, which was kind of uncomfortable and stuff. And then we had one of the dogs with, so we had to stop a couple times so she could drink some water and go potty and stuff. But that was the day. I was so tired, I came back and tried to lay down for a couple hours, and they wouldn't let me sleep. They wouldn't let me sleep. They wouldn't let me close my eyes. My eyes kept on opening. They wouldn't let me close my eyes, and stuff. And it was that's what they do, you guys. They make it miserable for you if you try to get away for a day or whatever. I came home kind of upset. I got home, and Cody, one of our collies, my relative's collie. I think they've been hitting him, giving him seizures. He hasn't had a seizure in about a month. Because I complained, believe me, I wrote to everyone. I said, they're giving my dog seizures. Because he went to the doctor. They can't find anything wrong with him. They're giving him seizures. I wrote to everyone about that. And it's been about a month or over a month, and he hasn't had a seizure. Well, we came home today. The dogs were home alone. We came home today, and he had wet fur, down here and stuff. And I said to my relative, I said the right side of his face is all wet, like spit, or slobber, or whatever you want to call it, drool. I'm like, did he have a seizure? Do you think he had a seizure? She's like, well, I think he drools when he lays down and stuff. But I don't trust these guys, you guys. I don't trust them so much that before this little trip, I almost ordered an indoor camera so I could watch them on my phone. So I could watch my dogs on my phone and make sure they're not getting hit when no one's here. These guys like to torture pets, you guys, and they like to torture people for fun. This is fun for these guys. And they've been hitting my relatives' dogs for a while. I don't know if they're getting back at her, if they're unhappy with her, or whatever. She is part of this program, and she helps them out, and they wouldn't be able to do half of this stuff without her, but they don't respect anybody, you guys. And they've been hitting her dogs, So when that happens, I get pissed off, and I write to people, and it's like, if I'm not here, leave my dogs alone. Leave our dogs alone. You know what I mean? I'm almost ready to throw myself out of here when that happens. Why do they have to torture our dogs? Why? For the fun of it? Because they can? This guy thinks he's a god? Why do they do it? Why? Why do they have to hit our dogs? And stuff. So that was kind of on my mind. I'm thinking, why does he have spit halfway down his face? Did they give him a seizure? Because they showed me. I've been around him when he had a seizure. It lasted only a few minutes, but he is totally out of it, you guys. His eyeballs roll back and everything. It's a very traumatic thing to watch. And I can't stop it. It pisses me off, you guys. It pisses me off. They don't need to be hitting our dogs, and stuff. So I might get an indoor camera, and set it up in the living room, so that way I can watch my dogs if I'm not here. Because I don't trust these guys. I don't trust them. That's not experimentation, you guys. They're doing this crap because it's fun for them, and they think it's funny, So they better leave our dogs alone. Otherwise, I'm gonna throw a fit, and stuff, and stuff. So that's our day. That's what happened today. It wasn't that bad, but I do worry about our dogs when we're not here. If no one's here, they could be hurting our dogs, and nobody would know the difference and stuff, and they don't need to be doing that. These guys are so damn evil, you guys. They're so damn evil. They don't care. They'll do this to children. They'll do this to old ladies. They'll do this to anybody. They don't care. They don't care about nothing. About them damn, about their, they care about nothing but their damn self. That's what they care about. So anyway, I just thought I'd do a little video. So I got hit a little bit, and that's that. Hopefully I can sleep tonight. Having a drink, so hopefully I'll be able to sleep. But it just wasn't my cup of tea, you guys. They do have some collie events going on, but not this year because of COVID and everything else. I would like to take Tanner and Cody to a collie event. They have a big one down in Minneapolis and stuff, and Um, I'd like to take them guys down there, but I don't trust these guys with our pets. They tortured Lexi, my Doberman. They hurt her so bad that she was a strong girl, and Dobermans are tough, and they don't show pain, and they don't show that they're being hurt that much. But she cried a couple times. I don't know if they were squeezing her head or what they were doing to her, but she cried a couple times when I was up and taking a bath, and and they tortured her a lot when I was getting hit super hard and stuff, and then we had her daughter, which was part collie and part Doberman, and they tortured her all the way to the vet. It was a very traumatic thing to watch. I couldn't help her. The dog is looking at you like, please help me and all this stuff. And I couldn't do anything. I wish I would have thrown myself out of here at that time. Called the cops and been like, they're torturing my dog. You need to take me out of here. Because they're hurting and torturing my dog so bad. You don't know what to do sometimes. You get desperate, and I can't sit there and watch that. I can't sit there and watch these guys torture my dogs. So anyway, that's that for tonight. I'm just having a couple drinks and hanging out, and I suppose I'll cut this off. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you later.